You know, there's a camera on you almost everywhere you go in Philadelphia.
U.S. Attorney William McSwain reminding people that cameras and cell phones can catch you on video and help law enforcement find you. After the unrest in Philadelphia in late May and early June surrounding the death of George Floyd, McSwain's office charged a woman with burning 2 police cars after tracking her down using images of her tattoos and T-shirt.
Are there other individuals connected to the protests or the looting that you are looking for right now in the same way?
I can't get into any specific details other than to answer your question generally with an emphatic yes.
McSwain says they've charged about a half-dozen people so far in connection with incidents during that time period. And he says more charges for more people are coming.
We're focusing on the most serious crimes. We're not focusing on the garden variety looting because we don't have federal jurisdiction over that. But if you torched a police car, if you robbed a bank, if you blew up an ATM, if you burned a building to the ground, you can stand by for a knock on the door eventually from us.
There were also less serious violations in those days. Minutes before our interview, Philadelphia's mayor announced the city will waive code violation notices for things like failure to disperse and disorderly conduct.
What do you think about that?
If there are no consequences and there's no accountability for breaking the law, you're just encouraging people to break the law further.
McSwain has tangled numerous times in the past with the city's district attorney about the approach to criminal justice. In the wake of the protests in Philadelphia, police response to the protests has also been under scrutiny, from tear gas used on protesters on I-676 to individual actions by officers.
Because there have been specific officers singled out for decisions that they made. Did you see any use of force that was inappropriate that could lead to a case in this area?
I'll say that, going back to what I said about videotape and evidence, is that with the FBI, we are looking at specific instances to see if there was something that would be a federal crime, and that's an ongoing thing.
I asked U.S. Attorney McSwain about the use of tear gas on I-676, and he would not comment specifically about that, aside from saying that his office enforces civil rights laws and that if there is excessive force or police misbehavior that rises to the level of a federal crime, that his office would prosecute it. In Old City, I'm Mayk, NBC 10 News.